Ugh, man. Ugh. Well, hey, what's up? If just randomly cleaning the garage, figured I'd go on here while I'm killing time. If you guys wanted to, oh, it's Mom. Hey, what's up? You hop on every time, weirdo. Hi. I bet your internet's messing up so much you can't even hear me anymore. Every time I do it, you're like, oh, you're freezing. You hear what Harlan gave me? I got a little cold going. Georgia, yes. Yeah. I am. It's in the bio if you read it. Sorry, Harlan gave me a cold, so I'm all stuffy. We got furniture getting delivered tomorrow, so I'm gonna be in here cleaning up for a little bit. Figured I'd just do this again. See if anybody wanted to chat. I had a bunch of people requesting it, so sweet. Oh, you heard that? Yeah. Okay, Cece. I see you heard that. Your dad's one too. Cool. Esta, hi. Georgia, who's your dad with? Yeah, CC, yeah. Harlan's new bedroom set's getting dropped off tomorrow. Rooms to Go is gonna bring it in sometime in the morning. We're gonna get it set up. We just switched over the playroom. So we cleared out all the furniture in the playroom, moved it to his room, and the playroom is getting converted into his new bedroom because it's a little bit better insulated for the summer. So yeah, he's gonna get like a chest, a dresser, bunk beds, a couple other pieces. They're all gonna get delivered in the morning. Oh man. Yeah, no, I agree. It will be nice. I actually, when we picked him up today from daycare, his friends, apparently he told them all he was getting a new bed. So his friends, Teresa picked him up. And apparently his little friends ran up to Teresa and went, Harlan's getting a new bed. So he obviously is excited about the furniture because he's telling his friends at school about it. So, yeah, for anybody else that hopped on too, I'm just going to be cleaning up the garage. So I had a bunch of guys, I guess guys and gals and mostly little old ladies messaging me wanting to do another chat. So I'm in here working, so might as well chat while I'm cleaning up the place, getting ready for some furniture to get dropped off tomorrow. Fort Bragg. To the last question, I'm currently stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. That's why if you see all the videos we have, you'll see they're all tagged for mostly North Carolina or Georgia when we go visit family, because that's where we're originally from. Yeah, and sorry for my voice. the daycare bugs got me. Um, Ken, hi. I hope I'm saying this right. Ken, who? Hi. But yeah, to your question, where we're at. No, we're over here in North Carolina. We've been here since like 2019, so about 6 years now. It's been a pretty good time. Yeah, no, going out South Carolina is great. We're actually we got a bunch of friends that live out in Chapin, Irmo, and Lexington. Really love the area. We're looking at buying some land with some friends of ours down there, and maybe setting up like a nice little hunting area and just kind of a place where you can hang out and do all that. So we'll see. Maybe it's a business venture. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, I've got my brother and sister-in-law live in Columbia now too. So South Carolina is a great place for sure. Am I a Marine? No, I'm not a Marine. I don't eat crayons for a living. Um, I got a bad haircut though, so I do kind of look like a Marine. I told the barber I wanted a four, and bless her heart, the lady she picked up the four guard in her hand. She still had the two that she was doing my sides with, and she made a line down my head. And at that point, we were pretty committed that I was getting a two on top. So yeah, I wasn't planning on this haircut, but it'll be okay. It'll grow out in a couple weeks, and I'll get my hair back. Um, oh, thank you. I'm glad I said your name correct. That's good. How much longer do I have? That's an interesting question. I've always said, when it comes to the military, I've always said, as long as I'm good for the military or the Army, as long as I'm good for the Army and the Army's good for my family, I'll stay in. So, and I think that's true for any job you do. You know, as long as you're good for the job and the job's good for your family, you know, make it work. But I don't have a true date set in mind. We'll see how it is. Um, Thanks for your support. You got to all right, all right, all right. I don't know about that. I do know my voice is shot, so you'll probably hear my voice break a lot. But thanks for saying I sound like, I guess, Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Um, I I'd love to teach English, man, but I don't have the time. I would definitely link in and find somebody. So I'm trilingual. I speak three languages, and I can tell you flat out, English is one of the hardest languages to learn if you're not a native speaker. We've got a we've got a lot of grammatical errors just built into the language because English is effectively three languages just merged together, and we say that this is a language now. So it has a lot of grammar that's interesting, a lot of idioms, a lot of issues with it. But yeah, I mean, for sure, definitely get a teacher and go, because you're not going to be able to learn it from me. I'm also, yeah, I might be getting my doctorate, but I'm not that smart. So find somebody who's much better to teach you. I promise. Um, for people asking, my Fort Bragg for now. Um, for too big, yeah, good for you. 20. I mean, you're beating me, man. I'm at 10 years. Well, 10 to 14, depending on how you. I don't count my reserve time, so 10 years active duty. So, you're beating me there. You're a little bit ahead. Um, Three languages: Arabic, Russian, and English are my three. Oh, somebody must have said something naughty. I got a bunch of withheld for review. I'm not gonna look at them. Can I speak Spanish? No, I can't. I probably should have. We were stationed at Fort Bliss in El Paso for a while. I probably should have picked it up, but I was just too busy working. I never had time to actually sit down and learn it. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, and I mean, I passed, but I didn't learn anything. Um, I am an intermediate, so it's very easy to teach me. Yeah, probably, man. I mean, honestly, with English, there's so much material out there. There's so many movies, videos, audiobooks that you can get through with subtitles that I, English is very difficult to learn, but there's so many resources for it that you could probably teach yourself. I used Rosetta Stone for Russia before I went into DLI and actually like learned it sit down with the instructors, but you can definitely teach yourself pretty good if you want to learn a language there. Uh, Favorite transit? Hell yeah. I self-identify as a lesbian, I guess, because my wife, loves it. So that's a joke. Obviously not true. Um, we have Marines that come out here. Yeah, I mean Hachuka. Yeah, I mean you're gonna get a bunch of people out there because you guys are all MI, so that makes sense. I went out there a little bit. I haven't spent a ton of time out there, but I spent a little bit out there when I was in Bliss, just doing different details and stuff. So I've been out there from time to time. Miserable location though. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Um, Arabic and Russian is impressive. No, it's not impressive. I definitely don't want it. That was just what my job told me I had to learn. So, are you an O or an E? I'm a captain. So, currently a captain. I should pen major next year. So, ish, depending on if the Army ever does their paperwork on time, which ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm a officer. So, um, car stuff. Name a car for edit. I mean, if you're gonna edit a car, why don't we edit the Hilux so that we can get past the chicken tax, so that we can actually get them imported in here? Because I'm telling you, I love driving the Hilux overseas. I would love to have one at home. It's way better than the Tacoma, for sure. But it is what it is. Um, Sorry. To the point on Bliss being a great area, great or not great. What I'll say to you on Bliss, God, I'm sweating in here. It is hot today. What I will say about Bliss is an amazing spot if you're married and you have children. It is an incredibly family friendly town. If you're a single person, soldier, not soldier, but it doesn't matter. Terrible. There's almost no social life. Uh, it's like 10 hours to get to Dallas, 10, 12 hours to get to Dallas. So, yeah, if you're single, Bliss is terrible. If you're married with kids, extremely family friendly. We loved our in the real estate's cheap. So, you can have a really nice house for very cheap. I think we had like a 4-bed, 3-bath, 300 square foot, really nice ranch, and it was like $180,000, brand new. So, plus and minuses to everything kind of there. I wouldn't completely like down on Bliss, but it's got some bad spots. Uh, I'm in Yuma at NCS. Have you been? No, I haven't. So I guess this is Shandon Horn. No, unfortunately, I haven't been to that part of Arizona. I might have drove past it a couple times, but I've never like made a trip there. The only real spot I've ever been in Arizona is Phoenix. I drove there on my motorcycle to buy a truck. So I drove from El Paso. I left at like 2 in the morning because it was hot. I drove out there on my motorcycle, got to a place called Lifted Trucks. Uh, I was dying. I think it was like 107 by the time I got there. I was wearing leather. I was smoked. So I got out. I told the guy, I said, I'm not even negotiate. Sell me the truck. But you're going to load and package my motorcycle in the back. I had a backpack full of like ratchet straps and everything. So they come in, they load my truck up, they ratchet it all down, and then we basically bounced, and I drove back to El Paso. Miserable trip. I would not recommend doing that. It's like 16 hours of driving in one day. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up before I get back to packing stuff. So I want to create a YouTube channel to teach English to my Indian brethren people, but I am still learning with ChatGPT. If I put some videos that are in English in order to... look at Babbel. So this is Speed 2005 or 2005. Look at Babbel. There's several applications you can use that are specifically meant to help you learn another language. Rosetta Stone, Babbel, a couple others. I would definitely look at those if you're running into issues with YouTube. They're fairly cheap too. I think Babbel might even be free. So maybe give it a try. Too big. Went through Bliss 3 times for pre-deployment. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that mowed through. So that was back when I was still infantry. I switched out of that a long time ago. But the I think it was 212. I don't even remember the unit, but some National Guard unit that was coming through there for mobilization before they went out to Iraq. And I mean, they were just miserable. Very, very little amount of pre-planning that was done. A lot of issues with the just just their ability to even run ranges. So we saw a lot of that when I was there. A lot of people were mobbing in and out of Bliss. So. Sorry, Speed 2005. Your grammar's a little incorrect here, so I'll try to correct you real quick. So, how to use the sentence, let me tell you something in real life. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a question. And then based off the structure of what you've written, I would interpret this as a native English speaker that you were asking the question. It's in two parts, which would need a comma and then parentheses so that I would understand the actual question portion of it. So the sentence is, let me tell you something in real life. Okay, so hypothetical here is, let me tell you something in real life. Your kid is going to go to daycare and they're going to get sick and they're going to bring it home and then you are going to get sick. And then you're going to be miserable for 3 days, but you'll recover and it will be okay. So that's how you could take that sentence and turn it into like a short paragraph. Shannon Holmes, I guess you're out in Arizona, 105 today. Yeah, we were running ranges today, or I was running ranges for my company today. And yeah, I mean, it was, I think it was 98 wet bulb, put us at like 108. It's just the humidity is miserable out here. So, what's up with the stream? So the question for who, Vikiri, who asked about the stream, I'm just cleaning stuff up in my garage. I'm gonna answer a couple questions and then walk back and forth. I'm just here. I gotta be up cleaning my garage. People have been asking me to chat, so we'll do it. Harlan's asleep. His bedroom is actually right above us. I fell asleep like 2 hours ago, and then I was cleaning up inside the house, and now I'm in here. But no, Harlan is not asleep at 10 p.m. He's 2 years old. We put him to bed at 8, and we try to stick to it pretty rigidly. All SF security forces still come through. Yeah, I mean, they think they're SF. I'll leave it there. No. So Speed 2005. I understand your sentence without a comma. Like I can get the context of what you're saying, but yes, a comma and parentheses would be grammatically correct for the previous sentence you sent. It's understandable, but it is what we would call ambiguous, which means it can have multiple meanings. So without having the comma in your sentence, it leaves it open to interpretation of the reader. If you put the comma and then parentheses behind your actual question, it truly lets the reader know what you're intending to say. I would suggest reading like American Psychological Association or Modern Language Association or Chicago style of writing. Those will really help you break down what the grammar structure is for English professional writing. That should help. So, well, hello.
How you doing?
Chatting. There's Hallie. She just popped on. I'm cleaning up and chatting with people.
Okay. I was just checking on you.
No, I just packed up all my gear, so I'm making some space to put all the stuff that came out of his room.
Okay.
And then Remy's laying down.
He wanted to join.
Okay, well, we're straight. So, all right, bye.
Love you.
Love you. And for those of you who just saw, that is my wife. Coming to check on me to make sure I'm not doing something crazy in the garage. So, she's getting ready for bed. So the question you guys asked earlier about Harlan, it's the same thing. So, my mother-in-law's in town. She made sure Harlan was down. Allie's just popping out to check on me. We are a loving, close family, even if sometimes the videos look a little wild. Yeah, she's just making sure I'm good and that Harlan's good and that she's ready to go to bed because it's 10 o'clock, but you know, there's some things, I said at the beginning, people might have missed it. We've got furniture getting delivered tomorrow, so if you see my garage is in a pretty sorry state. I've got stuff everywhere. So we got to make sure that we actually clean it up so that whenever the delivery comes, we can bring the furniture right in to go set up for his room. All right, I guess I'll look at a couple more of these before I pick up. Oh, and there's Remy. You guys have probably seen him on a bunch of videos. Hi, Remy. You smelling my workout belt? So that's my beautiful, loving son, first son. You know, Harlan, well, second son. Patton was the first, but he passed away last year. So there's Remy, who's such a good boy. And then Harlan's asleep upstairs. So, yeah, I mean, for anybody that's on now, we're just kind of chatting, free-flowing while I'm going to clean up in a minute. So, yeah, clean up. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll clean up. So tell me how I could say that. I already did. I would, for 2005, I would suggest just reading a couple manuals. They'll help you. Yeah, too big. You're funny. Let me know when you get in the real soft world. But I'll look at this last one here from Speed, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit. I guess, so tell me your age. When did you get married? How much kids you have? What do you do for a living? Okay, I guess my bio. So I'm going to clean while I do this. So I'll speak a little bit louder. So I'm 30, about to turn 31 in August. I got married in 2016, so we're coming up on 9 years there. We have one son, Harlan, who if you see most of the videos we do, you're going to see Harlan a lot in those. Partially, it's because the main reason why I use the personal page is so that we can document our videos for family to see, because I am in the military, which answers what I do for a living. I'm in the military, so we're not geographically close to my family, even though we are like personally close and familiarly we're close. So what we do is we use YouTube as a free platform for mass sharing of information to the family so that they can all see what's going on and still keep in touch, even if they're not, you know, physically here. And then I just keep it public, and, you know, a lot of people have joined us for the ride, so that's great. So yeah, so one kid, one dog, to answer the question we have from Shannon. I've got one corgi right now, Remy, who's sniffing around by the fridge while he's behind the stroller. But Remy's sniffing around over there. We used to have a German Shepherd as well, but unfortunately he passed away last year. And we are going to wait to get another dog because we are currently thinking, you know, God hasn't blessed us yet, but we're currently thinking about having more children. So we're going to wait until that happens before we look at getting another dog, as well as potential moves we have next year and other stuff. So that's the dogs, respect. And then what is your salary per month? Okay, weird question. I mean, I'm a commissioned officer of the United States Army, so my salary is public knowledge. I don't mind sharing that. I don't know. I think I make like, I don't know, $12,000 a month. So like, what is that? Like, I don't know, beer math in it, like 130 to 144,000 a year, something like that. So, and that's in USD. So hopefully that answers your question there. I'm gonna pack some stuff up. So just hit me up if you guys got any questions or anything there. And then I'll kind of look at it in a second. Really, a lot of these are, see some of Harlan's artwork that has made it. So we're organizing through all the different bins and everything. So, but yeah, so to a lot of the questions you guys had, this is impromptu. I was planning on doing one tomorrow, which I was a little bit more structured and actually have kind of an agenda. This is really like, I'm out here, I gotta suffer, so I guess you guys should suffer too with me. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, hit me up with any questions you guys have. I'll answer to the best of my knowledge or ability, but really it's just kind of free form. We'll see. Probably not as good as the first one I did, but that one was weird. I wasn't expecting 14,000 people to hop on and ask me questions. I could not answer them. That was a absolute shock. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll just chat tonight and see what happens. Okay. Probably should have checked the weight on that before I picked it up. Hey, Rim. Let me see. Yeah, you're welcome, Speed, for the information. And Harlan's working hard. Yeah, Harlan's always working hard, man. That kid, like, he goes hard. So he will just go, and then we get to the end of the day, and he's just cooked. Like, he's ready for bed. So he wakes up usually about 5 in the morning, and he is just going crazy, and then we'll get right to about 7:30, and he's like, it's time for a bath. I'm like, yeah, it's time for a bath. So we take a bath, we brush his teeth, we give him his allergy medicine because he's got allergies like me, and then we watch a little bit of TV while he drinks his chocolate milk, which is just basically a little bit of protein shake, a little bit of water, and some 2% milk. He loves it. It's great. We drink that, and then boom, we're off to bed. It's amazing. Every night, like clockwork, right around 8:30 to 9, just depending on the day. He's out, and he doesn't wake up again usually till 5. So, what NFL team do you like? I haven't watched the NFL in a while, but I used to be a Falcons fan. So coming from Atlanta, I got to rep the Dirty Birds a little bit, but I haven't really watched the NFL much, to be honest. I really, there's too much football. There's high school football on TV, college football, NFL, AFL, HFL, all of the different ones. So I pretty much limit myself when it's football season. I'll watch like 1 or 2 college games a week, and I got to watch my Georgia Bulldogs. Maybe 1 or 2 teams that just seem interesting as far as matchup, and then I'm done. Because otherwise you're going to spend 20, 30 hours a week watching football. So not really an NFL guy, but I'm definitely a college football guy, for sure. Oh, man. So, all right, cool. Remy, you want to go inside, baby? All right, I'll let you inside. All right. All right, go on in. Go have a good night. Go sleep with mama. Oh, man. I guess random things while I'm sitting here just looking through all the junk I got on the ground. So, who here knows what a SAM splint is? I got like nobody on. All right. I think it's probably about time to call it. So, unless you guys got a question, I'm just going to call it. It seems like no one really wanted to chat, which is fine. It is like 10 o'clock. So, if anybody wants to, just hit me up. I got a question for you guys if you know what a SAM splint is and how to use it, which I can show you. But other than that, I'm just going to clean up the garage and end the chat, unless you guys have a question. All right, cool. So nothing heard and seen. It was good chatting you guys while I was cleaning up. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a longer one.